Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And this is our first installment of our natal chart series, where we are going to explore various sections of our natal chart. Okay, this episode is going to be short and sweet, and it's just looking at our ascendant or our rising sign, or what we also known as our first house in our chart. Okay, so for starters, our birth chart, or what we call our natal chart, is a picture of the sky at the precise time of our birth. It not only shows where our sun, but our moon, planets, and other celestial bodies are at the time of our birth. It is divided into 12 houses that give greater detail about different aspects of our lives. This information can be used to really help us gather a better understanding of our core self. This looks at factors like our personality, the potential that we have, what are some potential challenges that we might face in life, perhaps different weaknesses or strengths that we need to be aware of. And these are all qualities that we possess that are very specific and unique to who we are, right? So our natal chart is basically like, let's call it like an imprint, right? It's a book of our lives, right? Our potential and who we are as people. And so our first house, which is known as our rising sign or ascendant, and this represents how we are perceived by others. It is really essentially the unintentional mask we wear around strangers. It's the first impression that we give to others. And it's determined because it is the sign on the eastern horizon at the time of our birth. And so this changes approximately every 2 hours. So this is why it's very important to understand your rising sign. You really have to know the exact time and location of your birth. So not only is it how we become self-aware of our identity and how we come across to others, but it could also indicate parts of our physical attributes or our appearance. When people look at us, this is what we see, right? As our physicality, so to speak. And it really sets the structure for, honestly, the entire natal chart, right? Because it's also known as the first house. And this essentially means that it influences all the other placements in our lives, or in our chart, I should say. And it tells us how we can manifest different things in our life. Always remember, your sun sign is your sun sign. Your rising sign is not likely to be your sun sign. It's not likely to be, could be, but it isn't typically always the same sign as your sun sign as well, okay? But it will be one of the 12 zodiacs. So, and it just depends on what time you were born. So it's, in my opinion, I think it's extremely, and other astrologers agree, it's a very influential part of your chart, is just as influential as your sun, sometimes if not more, especially in regards to the perception of others as well. And yeah, so that's really what our ascendant is. So where is your ascendant in your chart? What sign is your ascendant in? And we're going to just kind of explore this. So be aware of other videos that will be coming out. We are going to explore the rising signs or the ascendant signs by zodiac. So we're going to start from Aries to Pisces, and we're just going to give a little snippet of what that looks like. We're going to be exploring what the certain characteristics are, what are some physical attributes that might have, and what are some potential or some challenges associated with your particular ascendant or rising sign. All right. So that's what I got. This was just a pretty brief overview of what the ascendant is in astrology, or our rising sign, our first house, right? It's known as those two things. And it's one of our big three, right? We have the ascendant, the sun, and the moon, really describe, and it gives us a great picture of who we are as individuals. So I hope this helps. And I will put in a link to, if you don't know what your ascendant is, please feel free to look at the description of this video. And I'm going to put in a few links where you can develop your own birth chart or free natal chart, just making sure that you have the exact time of your birth and the location of that. All right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you, and goodbye.